reading an article about that bill in California that would require people in the porn industry to wear condoms.
Yeah,
Oh, that's an old one.
They were talking about that on the news a while back, and it's like, really? I mean, I really don't care,
I don't want to see that. Come on.
What? It's, that's where you draw the line, huh?
No, what? Oh, what? We need to do that because it's more realistic. We want to give people better. Okay, then fine. It's no more attractive people because most of you watching porn are only going to fuck ugly people.
There is a niche for that.
No, I know. I'm just saying, why not make that fucking law? Oh, you can't be too attractive and get fucked on film.
Well,
because
it's a health thing, is what they're doing. But
don't
I
they
really
have tests for that shit?
You are totally the biggest mark.
And I have half the brain that you do.
Hulk Hogan, you can go to hell.
And all these people are a bunch of stinking bums, aren't you?
Reigning United States heavyweight champion Bret Hitman Clark.
Welcome, everybody, and once again, it's late to the Nitro Party. We are here, Grant, Clay, and Zach. We are going to be watching a very special episode.
It's not that special.
It really isn't, but it's historic. We'll put it that way.
At the time, it didn't seem like a whole lot. Although, actually, 98% of the show didn't seem like anything.
No, we're basically watching an hour and a half of shitty wrestling for 2 minutes of like important shit. Mm-hmm. So, this episode is from May 27th. 1996.
Jesus Christ.
May 27th, 1996. I swear I almost say 2016 every other week. This show is coming to you from the Macon Coliseum in Macon, Georgia. Attendance was approximately 4,300 people, and it drew a Nielsen rating of 2.8 versus Raw, which drew a 2.3, so Nitro is back in the win column. They were kind of on a losing streak there for 4 or 5 weeks. So, if anybody doesn't know what happens on this Nitro, we won't spoil it for you.
You've
so
been
make
spoiling
sure
it for months.
Yeah, but maybe they haven't listened.
This is their first episode they're listening to.
Never know.
I hope this is the first episode. The rest of them are awful. And this one will be too.
Probably.
You're wasting your time.
We're pretty much bad at what we do.
Learn a hobby. Get a skill.
Get off the internet.
Yeah.
You chalk-faced goons.
And listen, you just as well wean yourself off the internet now because before you know it, all the porn stars are going to be wearing rubbers.
Yep. Or vote no on Article
Proposition
60,
whatever.
Proposition 69. Okay, so if you don't know how this works already, pull this episode up on the aforementioned network, May 27th, 1996, and press play in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh boy! So everything go okay at work, Grant? You get home.
I think it's funny how no matter what we're talking about before this thing starts, we stop everything and we have nothing to say as soon as it starts.
Well, it's just the intro. We've seen it 30-some goddamn times.
It's true.
Until they change it and make it shittier.
Yeah, we have a while before that.
Like this is the best intro we have.
It's true.
Macon, Georgia.
So I will say, right off the bat, we got Shivani.
Yes, good point. This is the first 2-hour Nitro. Uh-huh. They split the announce team. The first hour is Shivani and Zybysko, and the second hour is Bischoff and Heenan. And let me tell you, Bischoff and Heenan are not good together.
No.
With just them.
Oh,
it's not good. These guys are okay.
So you're saying that Mongo actually served a purpose?
Well,
punching bag.
Sort of, yeah, he gave Heenan
buffer.
He gave Heenan somebody to make fun of subtly.
Yeah.
But Zybysko, I told Grant a couple weeks ago, Zybysko isn't as good as I remember him being, but this is early Zybysko on commentary.
I think as we watch, you'll see he's. I mean, for those of you that didn't follow his career or know anything about it, he's a huge heel. So he's kind of carrying that in, but he comes off as a little bit abrasive. He's not supernatural in the announce booth on a two-man team especially, but I think once the thing that happens tonight starts to really happen, it gives him something to be against, and it makes him less abrasive.
Yeah, I like him in describing a match from an in-ring standpoint. He's a good analyst, but when he tries to be funny, he's horrible.
Yeah.
Like, he needs to be a straight man.
Yeah, no, he works really good in the three-man team.
Get Flair and Arn. Oh boy, Colonel Parker.
One thing that we'll notice, and I'm sure we will beat this horse to fucking death 10 times over, but one of the things that I was expecting for this being the first 2-hour Nitro, because one of the things that we've complained is there's a lot of people that aren't getting time. One of the things I was expecting is that Nitro is just going to immediately get better. And for some reason, it's like...
Clap your hands.
It's worse. They bring out...
Jesus Christ.
They bring out, no-name talent. Not that there's anything wrong with these guys, but they're not the guys that you're going to build your company on. And the American males are fine. There's definitely lesser names than that we're going to see in the second hour of Nitro in the weeks to come.
The American males are better when they
separate.
When they feud against each other. That's a good feud.
Yeah.
Like when Bagwell will eventually turn on him. Whoa, look at that in the crowd. Yeehaw. That's what you get in Macon right there.
Go there sometime.
Don't make girls like that in Rome.
Oh, man.
So Flair and Arn versus the American males, Marcus Bagwell and Scotty Riggs.
These two women are going to end up in 15 years.
Why? There's so much death in this show. Like, our podcast is basically talking about dead people.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for Great American Bash. Things start to get good after that.
Like I was saying, I remember that was like one of the very first tapes after WrestleMania 6 I ever rented from BNC.
Great American Bash 96 is widely considered one of the, if not the best, WCW pay-per-views ever.
It's pretty good.
Going back to Crockett, like, it's an incredibly good show.
Even the Flair to the Gold and everything?
Especially for this era. It's pretty damn good. So I'll look forward to watching
even Nitro, and what ends up happening on Nitro is the what I've found. The high points get higher, the low points get lower.
Yeah,
it gets pretty bad in spots.
That's very true. I like Arn's tiny vest.
Vest, yeah.
I will say, though, and again, I guess I've learning that I'm a huge Tony Schiavone mark. The better announce team...
that is a phrase I've never heard before.
I know. The announce team makes it more bearable. There were good matches on early Nitros that with that terrible team with Mongo and Bischoff that it made it terrible. But with better announcing, it's a lot more livable.
They do a better job of getting things over.
I do have to say that just by hearing Zybysko and Schiavone's voice, I feel like I'm watching the Nitro I grew up with.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't feel the same. I mean, because I wasn't used to Bischoff and
no, it's like watching a Shemp,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's a 1930s television reference for you kids out there. Holy shit! So Scotty Riggs and Nate starting it off here. So this tells a good story of the two young up and comers versus the two wily vets. And we'll see how it plays out. I figure Flair will probably bump for these guys as he does for everybody.
That's what he does best. He makes people look good.
Oh, he kicked him in the balls.
I find myself as I watch these, and I mean not here, but later on in storyline mode, especially after Great American Bash, the lack of like official rankings and explanations for matches just infuriates me more and more and more.
Yeah. Because why the hell are these guys wrestling each other?
Right.
Is your point.
Right.
Hey, good job, Pee Wee Anderson getting in there. Arn wasn't the legal man. He made him get out so he could tag. Good job. Rules.
Nitro doesn't change their ring apron until the set redesign, do they?
No. I don't think so.
It's always just the crappy Nitro.
They get a Nitro logo in the middle of the ring, though, eventually.
Yeah, they do. And then pay-per-views, up to this point are still using the Saturday night ring. And eventually,
the WCW in yellow letters,
the blue
with the
blue
target.
with-
It's the target.
Yeah.
Eventually, or the crosshairs rather. Eventually, all the pay-per-views get their own canvas, I believe.
Yeah.
Good job. Oh. For 1 week.
They're gonna ride that thing to the end.
Ooh, look at the air on that.
Good back body drop there. I don't know how much of that was Flair and how much of it was Bagwell.
Who are the legal guys?
No clue.
There's someone with a sign that says NSWA rules.
NSWA.
Yeah.
Any idea what that means?
Not a clue.
North-South wrestling.
North-South.
Clap your hands. What the fuck
This
are
is
they
new.
doing?
I don't like it.
They're trying to get cheap pops.
Scotty, if you're listening, why did you guys do that all of a
They're
sudden?
jazzercising, and Arn is befuddled by it.
Speaking of jazzercising, my fiance...
he's got a
sandwich.
got a bottle. Look out. Here, drink this. Like, what the fuck was that? I forget. I like how they have their little buffet table out here.
It's a long-going gimmick at this point.
It's only for people to get chokeslammed through.
Right.
After it's politely cleared off. So, on jazzercising, the fiance was sick this weekend, so we watched bad 80s movies that she'd never seen.
Awesome.
So she'd never seen the first two Terminators.
And why did they constantly going out of the ring? Like, he hits him with one move and throws him out. Come on, Arn, you're better than that.
She'd never seen Predator or Commando.
So they could do that spot.
Terminator 2 was on, was it AMC earlier today?
Probably.
I think I got the end of it, and I'm like...
And we also watched, to get to my point, we watched The Running Man. And if anyone remembers, the beginning of it has Jesse Ventura doing aerobics.
Oh, yeah.
Completing like an aerobics class.
Jesse Ventura has been on a roll lately, advertising his book, promoting that book. He's been on every form of... He was on The Doctors the other day, which is a daytime women's show that was on because the kids were just done watching cartoons or something.
He's out of his goddamn mind.
But like he got into a debate with this random physician that called in about whether marijuana is good for you or not, and he was getting mad. Like he was cutting.
Yeah, he does that.
He was
cutting a promo
on some random physician. It was actually pretty good.
This will be a good bit for the Time Vault. He seriously considered running for president this year and didn't. And he probably could have done well.
Yeah,
I think so.
I mean, this would have been the year.
This would have been the year. This would have been the year.
I was talking about Jesse Ventura running for president like 2 years ago, and I really thought it was going to happen there for a while because he talked about it a lot.
He was recently on Joe Rogan's podcast, and he's pretty good on there.
So I like what Arn's doing here is that he's working the leg for his partner's move.
The figure four.
That's something you don't see very often. Is like
strategery.
These guys don't have like a tag finisher.
Yeah.
So he's working the leg for Flair.
Is Arn's finisher the DDT?
DDT or Spinebuster, kind of. He's sort of got two.
Yeah. And it's funny if you start. There's a lot of complaints that doesn't happen now. If you randomly started to work a body part in the arena now, only the people at home who get the benefit of the announcers would know what you were doing. You'd have to be a pretty old school fan in the crowd to be able to say, hey, this is what's happening.
Telling a story. Yeah. Riggs is selling the that is tap water. That is Macon, Georgia tap water.
That's the worst kind.
Flair's just handing out booze to people mid-match.
Something happening over there. The crowd's going
probably
nuts.
A fight.
Those are the best.
Remember when there's not fights in the crowds at wrestling shows anymore.
There's too much security.
Really?
Like that used to be a thing that happened.
It's probably considered an act of terrorism now. You go to fucking Guantanamo.
Fuck you! Don't talk bad about Goldberg. I'll hit you in the mouth.
So speaking of, and I hate to talk about modern wrestling, but I just get this in real quick. There's a lot of complaining that Goldberg is a 50-year-old man and he's going to wrestle.
But 50-year-old men have been wrestling for the last 25 years.
That's what I was going to say.
He's probably more knowledgeable and in better shape than he ever was now.
Right. No, and that's what I like. This is the same fucking group of people that I guess maybe if we're lucky, Goldberg will cancel and we'll get to see someone young like The Undertaker come out.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah.
What the fuck?
I mean, say what, it'll be interesting to see how his in-ring skills are, because he haven't been in a freaking ring in 12 years.
You see him
but his
lob that thing with Rusev the other day?
Yeah, he tripped over him. He saved it, and the camera helped him out.
You could tell he was rushing it, too.
Yeah, but,
he's just got to be explosive in short bursts, like he always did. He'll put Lesnar over.
Yeah, I mean, Lesnar will probably... Or I could see that ending in some sort of gigantic
I don't think it will.
The only way that they will not put Brock Lesnar over is if they have Goldberg for more matches. Well, because they're not going to put a guy over
and
that's never there.
He's already said this is a one-time deal.
You don't think he's going to be around?
No, he said this is just one-time deal.
They didn't contact Goldberg and say we needed someone. Goldberg contacted them and said, hey, I want one more.
He basically wanted to do it for his kid.
Right.
His kid wanted to see him wrestle.
So if you're Vince or Triple H, why would you not say, okay, we want you to put Brock over?
Yeah, I mean, and they're not going to turn that down because it's going to make them money. So
right.
Going back to like his mic skills, I thought he cut a pretty damn good promo.
Oh, he's a great,
and we weren't used to seeing that.
Yeah,
like
he's
back
after
they already shoving matches. Randy Anderson is fucking up Ric Flair.
He is selling his shoves.
Oh, my God.
No, after wrestling, Goldberg did a lot of TV, so he's had a lot of camera time.
Bagwell does not have a whole lot of moves.
No.
He really doesn't. He's got a drop kick.
He's got the most generic moveset.
Yes, very generic.
He's the wrestler yourself.
I was about to say the exact same thing.
He starts doing... yourself
from WrestleMania Challenge.
Nice. He kicked Flair legitimately inside the head with that.
Flair probably told him so.
That was stiff. He starts doing that blockbuster move, kind of like the top rope flip neck
Harlem
breaker
hangover type thing,
or it's like it's a neck breaker.
Yeah.
Type thing, which was kind of cool.
He breaks his freaking neck, isn't it?
No, he breaks.
Rick Steiner breaks his neck with a bulldog, I think.
Yeah, he slips out and necks himself.
I mean, what's up the jumping, Scotty?
They are definitely Flair and Arn are definitely trying to make these guys look good.
Look at the crowd.
It's the bridge suplex because contractually we can't call it anything other than that. A lot of drop kicks from the American males. That's kind of what they do. Very drop kicky.
The crowd's up.
Well, there's a future
how
male.
How does that break the pin?
Second best DDT in the business, Arn Anderson. That ought to do it.
Jake the Snake #1.
Probably.
Raven's up there somewhere.
I'd put Raven
the
3.
Flow.
Yeah. All right. They get that over with. As they should. They should win by cheating, but they should still win.
Yeah.
I love the wrestling boots disguised to look like cowboy boots.
Yeah.
Where were you, Scotty? Where were you to break up the pin? That's why he turns on you in a few months. Sleep at the wheel. Flair's getting champagne thrown on him. Oh yeah, this is great. Flair goes ape shit here after the match. He's just like.
Dude is possessed.
Fucking dumping booze on himself.
Nope, I'm just gonna walk by.
Nope, not talking. I'm not talking. Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson. How great would that movie be if it's just Arn Anderson fucking people up in the Matrix?
Giving everyone a spine buster?
Great.
Oh, yeah, they're wrestling the football players at Great American Bash.
Oh, Green and
Mongo and Kevin Green.
I wonder what happens in that match.
Shut up. Don't give it away. Jesus Christ.
I legitimately wonder what happened in that match.
I want to say we will see more.
Oh, my God.
We'll see plenty out of Kevin Green, and
Kevin Green.
He's better than half the goddamn
he's
WCW
an incredibly
roster.
good worker for a football player who wrestles twice a year. Yeah. Like he does a really good job.
His mic skills are great for this era.
Like he honestly could have been a pro wrestler full time.
Yeah.
He was just too good of a football player.
Fuck, he should have been a wrestler. Turner probably pays more fucking money than...
Yeah, that's true.
Then who did he play for? The Panthers?
Panthers, Steelers, maybe finished up with the 49ers.
Yeah.
Arn's over there like, I want a woman. Where's my woman? I want one. Please?
Kevin Green just got put in the Hall of Fame last year.
Oh, yeah? Huh.
So, I mean, he's an all-timer. Why? Look how uncomfortable Miss Elizabeth looks like. Quit touching my arm. Dear God.
She's probably scared to death of that guy behind her. Arn. Look at the guy. That's there.
What he does.
I know.
He's just...
I rewatched the other day driving because I was bored and I watched
playing football. I've been finger blasting these ladies because my dick don't work because I drink too much.
And Viagra doesn't exist yet.
That was. Don't put.
Don't give her the mic.
Just.
So the other day I rewatched Bob Heenan's speech for the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
My God, it's amazing.
It's almost hard to watch.
He's so funny though through the whole thing. Like, that is pretty. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he loses his speech ability soon after that.
Well, he gets choked up when he starts talking about Monsoon.
I say at the end he talks about Gorilla, and if that doesn't make you cry, you're a bastard.
Wasn't it just a few episodes ago where he died? Monsoon.
No, that was Ray Stevens.
Oh, Ray Stevens. I gotcha.
Now Monsoon's getting Vader bombed on Raw right around this time. He was like the commissioner. That guy looks like he should be a wrestler. Is that Horseshoe? Look at that haircut. Is that Horseshoe?
Maybe.
Horseshoe.
You remember Horseshoe?
Both those guys were way too big.
Yeah, they're probably power plant guys or something.
Like these guys?
So that's Mongo and Mongo and Kevin Green. Horseshoe was a Saturday Night Worldwide WCW Pro guy.
One of them guys.
Horseshoe. So the guy, and God damn it, it's gonna piss me off. I can't think of this. The documentary Bigger, Stronger, Faster, which is amazing, by the way.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's about steroids.
Oh, okay.
And the guy in it, he's a huge pro wrestling fan. His brother was, oh God, what was his brother's name?
He's looking it up.
He was a WWF job guy.
Dwayne Gill.
No.
First of all, this is the most homoerotic thing we've seen all night. Like, this is... We've totally glossed over the fact how, like, totally...
Mike Bell.
Okay, yeah. I've heard of Mike Bell.
And it's about steroids and basically how, unless you're a fucktard, they're really not that bad. And then the next one, he does another documentary about prescription drugs and about how we're all...
What are we watching?
Homoerotica.
Yeah.
And anyhow, so his brother dies in that one, like between the two, but he interviews Horseshoe.
No shit.
Yeah.
So what's he have to say?
I mean, you can imagine what someone named Horseshoe has to say.
Right. We also glossed over the fact that Kevin Green has an amazing braided rat tail. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah. I think I noticed that like that when he showed up in that one Nitro.
Yeah.
Or Slamboree or whatever it was.
You can't live south of the Mason-Dixon line at this time without it.
He steals Kurt Hennig's trunks?
Yeah, very Mr. Perfect-like. Steve Dahl.
Why is he on after Arn and Flair?
Yeah, exactly. This guy, if you remember the easily forgettable tag team in 1994-95 WWF, Well Done.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
This is one of those guys.
Gotcha.
He's pretty forgettable.
Yeah.
So he's going by the name Steve Dahl in WCW.
So they're saying that Randy Savage is banned from the arena again?
Pretty much. He's under psychological evaluation. Huh. So this is Colonel Robert Parker's new guy.
Who is he otherwise? Because he looks very familiar.
That is Mike Enos.
Okay.
Formerly Blake Beverly of the Beverly Brothers in WWF, and futurely Mean Mike Enos of WCW Thunder every other week.
So we've got 2 hours to fill. Let's show
those
these
guys
people,
those guys are fucking wrestlers.
Let's show these people how awesome it's going to be by opening with Flair and Arn, and former tag team champions.
They'd be like, "Gotcha, bitch!"
And then this. These two schlubs.
What is that? He can't even run the ropes.
Like, the Mauler is the most generic name ever, too.
Yeah.
Like, that is so generic.
I kind of like that better than Mike Enos, though.
Wasn't there? Oh, that's Krusty.
Enos sounds like anus.
That's Krusty the Clown. My new book of dirty limericks. There once was a man named Enos.
Yes.
So, fun fact, the Mauler
Okay.
is going to end up in a tag team with another Robert Parker stablemate, Dirty Dick Slater.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
As a tag team called Rough and Ready.
Yep.
All right.
Which is probably the name of a gay BDSM website.
No. That's the
Sequel
brand
to
of
Brokeback
condoms that they're gonna have to use in the California porn.
Oh, the Rough and Ready.
Rough and Readies.
Holy shit, we're getting ambitious here. We got a Brett's Rope Fallaway Slam.
Wow.
That's awesome. Grant was talking shit about this match. This is awesome.
Yeah, what the fuck are they gonna follow that up with?
I don't know.
That could be the end right there.
Nothing good. Pin him. It should be over.
Goddamn shooting star by
And
the
then
Mauler.
he gets right up though.
Yeah, he kind of no-sold that, didn't
Not
he?
even a pin attempt.
Like, that's a pretty big move. Like, that should be his finisher, but he hit it 45 seconds into the match. So Zybysko spends the whole time talking shit about football players.
Which I'm okay with.
I'm just gonna launch myself over at the same time.
Yeah, and it's not a DQ if you both go over.
I guess not.
That's what they just explained.
So, wrestling in chaps, I never understood that. Like, Stan Hansen came to the ring in chaps, but he took them off before he wrestled, because you can see the Mauler underneath his chaps just has like a generic wrestling, like, long trunks on.
My assumption is that it allows you to wrestle in quote-unquote pants, but still have movement. Because your ass isn't restricted.
Nothing like a good pair of assless chaps to scream pro wrestling.
I don't... What the fuck's his gimmick? Maybe it makes perfect sense.
Hey, at least they go to commercial during this.
He mauls people.
He's a mauler. He's the mauler.
Oh, also, since... sorry, just thinking about... I don't know what the fuck I was thinking about. Because my fiance didn't have a clue what Terminator was, I didn't tell her that Arnold's the good guy in the second one.
Nice.
So when we get to that
actually a good idea.
She freaks out.
So,
hey, who's that?
Zach, you're missing things. He's upstairs going to the bathroom. So we've got this guy coming in here.
And if you watch
in a Canadian tuxedo.
And if you watch another organization, you know who he is. If you don't, you're very confused.
We're like, why is the Diamond Stud coming in here?
Right.
If you only watch WCW.
That's right.
Why?
Where's Vinny Vegas?
Why is the Diamond Stud coming in this match?
I thought it was this match that happened then.
So, we'll shut up and let you listen to this, I suppose. Ooh, candy.
Most people don't appear to know who you are. They're very quiet.
People marked out when he came down the aisle. I mean, people definitely knew who he was. My question is, why does the match just stop?
It's WCW.
Like, he should have came in and fucked up the Mauler.
Yes. And then tossed the ref.
So he's bringing up all these skits that they did in the Fed with Billionaire Ted and all that shit.
Yeah.
To make it think
so
they're part of that.
Grant, you've been talking a lot about rebooking this.
Yeah.
Your thoughts? Because quite honestly, if you've never heard this promo before, you fucking aren't listening to this podcast. So
it starts out good. I like the direction that I think they're going to go with it. But Zach's right. He should have came out and he should have fucked everyone up. The match shouldn't just end. That doesn't make sense. That makes this look planned. but he should come out of the crowd and mess them up. And then this promo's fine. There's nothing wrong with this. But by now, security should be here.
I think he should get hauled away in handcuffs.
If the Macho Man gets arrested, why the fuck doesn't Scott Hall?
Randy Anderson's had enough. Get out of here. Yeah.
I just don't think they need to go that far in 96, though.
So I shall point out the grease spot on the back of his fucking vest from his hair. Holy shit.
So right now, this is planned. This is obviously fake wrestling because nothing's happening.
Why is he allowed to walk up the entryway?
Right. I just don't feel like the fans in 96 think of those things, though, is what I'm saying.
Well, they should.
I know they should, but the things weren't the same back then. This is the first of this kind of thing happening.
I think fans think more about that sort of stuff back then. Otherwise, before then, the business wouldn't have had to be so protected.
Like I said, you've just seen Savage get hauled away in handcuffs for dropping one too many elbow drops on freaking Bobby Eaton. Yeah. So,
if that's the rules of your universe,
yeah, he should get hauled away in cuffs, thrown out. And that happens a couple weeks in a row.
Or at least leave out of the crowd.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Or security runs him off and he just disappears into the night.
Right. Like you're telling me I can jump the fence, get in the ring, take a mic, cut a promo, and then just casually walk into the back?
No. Security's going to throw you out. That's why next week he should come out, same thing. He fucks up Hardwork Bobby Walker, and then, then him and Nash can come and fuck up High Voltage or something, like some generic tag team.
So the problem I end up having with it is that the first hour announce team, Shivani, sells this thing like this guy is sneaking in, he's getting seats, he's jumping in, he's messing with the program. Bischoff sells the thing like Scott Hall works for the company, but he's not following the script.
No, Bischoff sucks because he's like, We're not even going to talk about it. We're not even going to talk about it. And then you'll see later in the show, he gives him like a fucking 3-minute promo at the end of the goddamn show.
Yeah, he says, we're not going to talk about it. And then he says, all right, we're going to let this guy speak his piece at the end of our show.
Like, no, you don't let him speak his piece. He's fucking trespassing.
Right.
You call the police.
If you want to have something like that, which you don't need to, you send Mean Gene to do it. Mean Gene's going to get the scoop. Mean Gene's going to catch up to this guy, see what's going on.
Yeah. I don't know. There's just a lot of ways they could have done it better. So DDP's a snarky son of a bitch. He's chewing gum.
Yeah.
Those are terrible push-ups.
Yeah, those suck.
What does he do? That's before he started doing yoga.
Yeah,
I bet his
yoga.
I bet his push-ups look better now.
Yeah.
We should tweet him.
Like, why do your push-ups suck?
Oh, you know what? His push-ups were probably supposed to suck.
Maybe that's his thing. Oh, comedy pratfall. So I keep forgetting that Teddy Long, playa, is Craig Pittman's manager now. Because remember, that was a thing for like 2 weeks?
Yeah.
We didn't have a manager?
Yeah. Must have found him on Pro or Saturday Night or
So
something.
Sergeant Craig Pittman versus Lord of the Ring DDP. DDP is Sauron.
It really is. They will say this to death a year from now. But man, Page just gets better every time.
Every time you see him, he improves. There's no doubt.
When does he become the People's Champ?
I believe the organization who we're not going to name jumps him and fucks him up.
Yeah, in about 6 to 9 months from now.
He's like the only one that like ever stood up to him or something like that.
Pretty much.
And when he comes back from the beating, he's over as a face.
Yeah, he's over as hell. Hey, they're playing the minorities have hard heads gimmick. That's good. DDP just tangles himself in the cord. Oh, jeez. That's hilarious. He's like, all right, I'll take it off now. Yeah, DDP, when he goes to like the black trunks instead of like the neon green, is really when he turns babyface. You know what I'm looking forward to? Spring Breakout.
Yeah.
Does that happen in 97?
I think it's spring of March of 97 is when they start that.
That's the one where somebody comes down from a helicopter, isn't it? Or is that 98?
Yeah, they do it one of those. And got fucked out of his title shot because of reasons that don't make any sense.
they make sense. It's just that those reasons don't apply to everyone off the board.
No, it's just like, Luger gets a title shot instead of DDP because we actually believe in instant replay this time.
Right.
So he doesn't know how to do an armbar.
No.
Fucking Zybysko is just sandbags everything. Oh, he shoved Teddy Long. I actually do like the finish of this match. I've seen this. He's like, "You okay?
Yep,
all right,
this is good."
Up there, Diamond Cutter over. That's the equivalent of getting a nuclear bomb dropped on you at this time. Nobody gets up from that.
I'm excited for the days where the crowd just fucking explodes over Diamond Cutters.
Hell. Look at DDP, still selling his arm.
Yeah.
I don't like how quick Pittman is getting up from it, though. He's like on his feet already. It's like, that's bullshit.
Page is still selling the arm.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at that.
The self high five hurt his arm.
He's selling that. He's selling that longer than Long's selling.
Pittman,
rather.
Yeah, longer than Pittman's selling a goddamn diamond cutter.
And if you can cut diamonds with it, it's hard.
He's banned from the company. However, we will show his promo package. So, was Goldberg the first guy to ever kick out of the diamond cutter? Was that in their match in Halloween Havoc?
Couldn't tell you.
Like, I don't know.
Did Savage hit it in WrestleMania 5?
What are you talking about?
What?
The diamond cutter?
Oh, the diamond cutter. I thought you meant the fucking big elbow.
No, the diamond cutter.
Maybe.
Jackass. Jackass.
I don't know.
Like, I really think Goldberg was the first guy to kick out of that, which is why it was such a big deal.
I mean, yeah, that's more plausible than him being the first guy to kick out of the big elbow.
Yeah.
Who did Goldberg win the U.S. title from?
Raven.
Raven, okay.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke, fucker.
Raven held it for one fucking week.
Yeah.
Poor Raven. He could have had a pretty good run.
He made Goldberg
look
pretty
Raven?
good.
Yeah, what about Raven?
What about Raven?
What about him?
I'm
what
sorry.
Raven?
God damn, it's just too easy.
I like Raven. It'll be interesting to rewatch his run in WCW.
Raven was great.
When Raven and Benoit
Yeah.
and Saturn are in a three-way feud is fucking awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
They beat the fuck out of each other. So this is where Savage was like threatening to blow up government buildings and whatnot. So, man, keep forgetting this is a 2-hour show.
Yeah.
Like, man, we got a lot of time left.
This guy.
So we got Quakey,
Oh,
the big
goodness.
Quake / Avalanche / Shark. He's basically a sci-fi original movie all rolled into one.
Mm-hmm.
He's Sharkalanche.
So he's excluded himself from the Dungeon of Doom.
He got kicked out of the Dungeon of Doom
For being a jobber.
for being a fucking jobbing son of a bitch.
No more jobbers allowed in the dungeon.
So the Dungeon of Doom is really because Hogan hasn't been around, so
they have no purpose.
The Dungeon of Doom has zero purpose.
Like Sullivan said on that shit interview, Grant, like the Dungeon of Doom was there for Hogan,
right?
Plain and simple. That's the only reason they existed.
They should have turned it into a comedy thing. Like it should be like that. No more Hogan. What do we do? And it's like them like doing gutters and painting and like the Dusty Rhodes packages where he first goes to the Fed.
They're like hanging out at Home Depot with the rest of the day laborers.
Well, we destroyed Hulkamania. Now what? And they just do odd jobs around, their houses.
That'd be great.
Like out for work.
I love that. I'm the one who almost ended Hulkamania.
Remember back in 1990 when I almost ended Hulkamania? This is bullshit.
A lot of people could say they almost ended it.
You know who ended Hulkamania? Hogan.
Yeah.
By saying the N-word and having sex on camera.
Yeah, so with our extra hour, so far we've gotten...
Got a Savage practice.
We're going to have 10 minutes of packages of people with an average age of 40.
So what is the purpose of this one?
We got to remind us of Hogan.
To remind you of Hogan.
Hey, don't forget, Hogan, look at that. Look at those graphics.
Those are some sweet graphics.
Look at that motorcycle. Hulk Hogan. Oh, Foreman needs to fucking knock him out. Foreman would murder him.
Yeah, he would.
Just throw a fucking right hook and...
Fuck, Foreman's only like 4 years removed from winning the heavyweight title in boxing.
Like he's still an incredible badass at this point. It's weird seeing Rodman in the red and yellow.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I'm not used to that.
Especially since, I mean, he's not like a natural face.
No, like he's got problems.
So when was that, the Rodman Hogan thing?
It looked like it was
It's
like
Bash last year.
Bash of the Beach.
Bash of the Beach?
Yeah, before Nitro started.
Huh. Yep.
Wow, that's Stagger Lee Marshall announcing this. Always liked him.
He never slept.
Never slept once.
He looked like he hadn't slept in days every time you saw him. Hey, Sugar Ray Leonard needs to throw a right cross and knock it. He's like, what you talking about, you fucking dumb fuck?
Hogan's talking about being on a roll in WCW, but he's not even.
He hasn't been around in a month. Yeah. Hey, Dot Matrix.
Nice.
I love that.
I got a old Tandy computer.
Oh god.
A while back.
Nice.
I just ordered my first game for it.
Nice.
Zach's basement looks like a graveyard for old electronics.
I got Pirates, the original Pirates.
Yes.
It's a little bit better than the NES version. The sound is a lot better. The color's a lot better.
Yeah, it is.
But it came. I got it complete. It has the original map. It's like crisp.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of like that cardstock paper almost. You know.
Right. Yep.
But
you know, the funny thing with the NES version and the map, I realized that the game's historically accurate, so I just get out a map of the world.
Exactly. Yeah. It's the exact same thing as a map from 1560 or whatever.
That was the thing like Dragon Warrior, how the map.
Yeah.
Sort of was like a map of...
the first Dragon Warrior is the world.
Mm-hmm. So we got Bischoff and Heenan for hour 2. Damn it. Bischoff wearing a leather vest over a denim long sleeve shirt. What was Heenan talking about? Yeah, we're not going to talk about it, but we're going to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking bullshit. No, you will get fucking razor's edged off a goddamn stage, you fucking...
It's not called that anymore.
Oh, yeah. Well, he will get crucifix powerbombed.
It's the outsider's edge.
Outsider's edge.
No, it's crucifix
Why
powerbombed.
does that look like a rodeo, that dead spot?
Yeah, it does kind of look like there's dirt under there.
Where are we at again? Macon, Georgia?
Macon, Georgia.
Fuck, might be a rodeo.
So, have we talked about how the Shark is from a tidal wave?
He's from a tidal wave.
He's from Tsunami.
He washed in on the shore from a tidal wave.
His booked hometown is Tsunami.
Huh.
Like, I don't think people know, like, what they're talking about.
All right.
Or what a tsunami even is.
So that's up there with who else has ridiculous? There's Parts Unknown.
Parts Unknown. For
the Taskmaster is from the Iron Gates of Fate.
Yes.
Look that shit up.
Where's the Giant from?
It's like, no, Kevin Sullivan, you're from Florida. I don't know where they announced the Giant from. That's a good question.
Didn't they always announce Mankind from the Boiler Room or something?
The
Boiler Room.
The head shrinkers were from their own personal hell.
Is that right? I thought they were just savages.
No. You're thinking of the head shrinkers, not the head bangers.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's way different. Let's see. There was Kamala was from deepest, darkest Africa.
Yes.
It's like that.
That could be took a few different ways.
That ain't right at all. So we got Shark versus the Giant. Come on, Shark. You deserved a title run for a long time. Do it.
Why is this not the main event?
It's the top of the hour so they can get more people to watch it before they go over to Raw.
Yes, but it's
a horrible match to do that with.
I would rather this not be the main event, but it is for the title, so I get what you're saying.
Yeah, no, title should be the main event. Make this a good match.
Well, nowadays...
This isn't even a fucking... I mean, no offense to either one of these guys, but this is not a good fucking match.
Yeah, Giant's too green, and I don't think Tenta can carry him. And I mean, they don't have to do a lot. This match is only going to go 4 minutes, according to CageMatch.net. Thank you guys for your information.
Do a luchador battle royal.
We haven't really got into the luchadors yet. I actually think
close.
Rey Mysterio makes his debut at Great American Bash.
Yeah, I was going to say we're super close to getting several luchadors.
So you'll get Mysterio, you'll get Psychosis, you'll get Hoovy, you'll get
Super Crazy,
you'll
Super
get
Callow,
Super Callow,
Super Viano,
Super Viano 7.
Did we mention La Parka?
Yeah, La Parka.
Yeah, the chairman of the board.
Goddamn, La Parka was over.
Yeah,
he was like the most over luchador there was.
Him and Hoovy and Ray.
Yeah. I always liked Cyclope.
That was
just because he was different.
He had the weirdest.
Malenko came out.
Yeah, that's who Malenko dressed up as in the cruiserweight.
Super Callow's mask always confused me.
Quit. Okay, Tenta, you're better than that. Quit adjusting your trunks while you're getting foot choked in the corner.
I always got Super Callow and Silver King mixed up.
Silver King didn't have a mask.
Okay.
Super Callow had the mask with sunglasses on it.
Wasn't Super Callow's mask silver?
Yes.
Yeah. It was a silver
yes.
That's why I always thought he was Silver King.
No.
It was like silver glitter and sunglasses.
Yeah. It was kind of, and like a Kangol hat.
Yeah.
Damn. He held Tenta up there a while. That's pretty impressive. Like, Tenta helped him get up, but then he just held him. He's definitely not as big as he was when he was Earthquake.
No.
In WWF. He's slimmed down a lot. Yeah, this match is just very hossy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Giant's got a bit of a wedgie going on there.
He sure does.
Needs to pick that.
Goodness.
Needs to take care of that shit. That's not how you throw a shoulder block, Giant.
That's how he does it.
He's just very green. It's nice when he's got Flair or Arn or somebody in there with him. You can tell he looks a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Very slow. Plodding.
This 4 minutes is dragging.
Yeah, okay, so the match with DDP and Pittman was 3 minutes, and it seemed like a minute and a half, and this is 4 minutes, and it seems like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
He almost headbutted the freaking camera on that second one. Finish him, Shark. Take him out.
They're both.
Have we ever seen Shark win a match?
Oh, I don't think so. I think he does most
Has
of his...
Tenta ever won a match ever?
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming he went over a lot on Saturday night versus Scott Armstrong or somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Slow.
He's going to catch him.
Head scissors coming up.
I would have given anything to see it.
Like, fuck you, Jimmy Hart. Just
punch him.
Yeah. Nope. And you're going to get... That's his finisher, is Jimmy Hart distraction into chokeslam. It's a 2-part move. Damn, the chokeslam's over. People popped for that.
They probably didn't think he'd get him up, even though he already has.
It wasn't bad. I mean, it didn't look as good as, obviously, with a lighter guy, but it looked better than frickin' Hogan sandbagging it sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Big Bubba. Oh, that's right. They're going to cut his hair because he's out of the dungeon, so they're going to give him a bad haircut, I guess.
It's the opposite of jumping him into a gang.
So are they still billing the Giant from...
Jesus, that's close.
Yeah, I'm worried he's going to take a chunk of... Like, quit moving around, Tenta. You're going to lose a freaking ear. There we go. Get the clippers out. You're making me nervous.
God.
Like, take it easy. Fuck.
Jesus.
It's going to be tender in the morning. That's what happens when you mess with the Dungeon of Doom. They shave half your head.
He didn't even mess with the Dungeon of Doom. He got thrown out.
He got thrown out, and he fucking got a title shot. It's not his fault. It's not his fault the championship committee gave him a title shot. Because, there's a championship committee, according to people.
Lore.
Who the hell's that?
Goldberg Jr.
Oh, that's Max Muscle, who was sort of DDP's henchman there
was
for
Max
a while.
Muscle one of the guys in the crowd?
Yeah. Right,
kind of had the same look, but no, I don't think it's the same guy.
On Bischoff's podcast this week on Wednesday, Colt Cabana was on there, and he came onto the show, and Bischoff's like, "Yeah, I think we met, at a convention a year or two ago." And Colt's like, "What? You don't remember me? I worked for you like in 2000." And he's like, Bischoff's like, "What?" Because Bischoff's like, he might be telling the truth. I don't know. And he's like, "Yeah, it was Max Muscle." And Bischoff's like, "That name sounds familiar."
Yeah, that's not
like
Colt.
He had him going.
That's fine.
That's hilarious.
That's not Colt Cabana. Yeah, you get Luke. We haven't had Luke in a while.
Because he's been coming out with Sting.
Grant's mark out moment.
Yep. I wonder if they make like a Lex Luger alarm clock
that just flexes.
Yeah.
So I'm about 150 pages from being done with Luger's book. It's very sad. It's kind of depressing because, man, he really screwed his life up. But I guess he got it together. But
as good as he can get it.
Yeah. So check that out if you are into that kind of thing.
Question. So, probably a stupid question. Does the Nitro set, this Nitro set, the old set, always have a ramp?
I think. I haven't really been paying that close of attention, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know, and this doesn't, I know in the video games it doesn't, which isn't saying much at this point, but I don't think it always has a ramp.
Maybe it doesn't. Maybe that's a new feature for the 2-hour Nitro. I don't know. Damn, Luger's getting ring pyro.
Fuck.
So, is Luger a babyface now because he's like high-fiving people down the ramp and
No one knows. He'll do something heelish in the match, I'm sure.
Who to be trusted?
I don't know. Luger's over for some reason. I made a note about it.
He's over with me right now. I like him better than most of the freaking people on this freaking show. So we got Luger versus Max, a.k.a. Max Muscle, a.k.a. DDP's lackey from his Johnny B. Bad feud from freaking 6 months ago.
A.k.a. not Colt Cabana.
A.k.a. back acne. Holy shit, you've done some steroids.
Well, yeah.
Roided bastard. Like, this guy is huge.
Mm-hmm.
He's bigger than freaking Luger. Yeah, people are freaking.
I don't think Luger understands.
He's like, why are they cheering me? I'm supposed to be a fucking heel here. More slow wrestling.
Yeah, Luger will explosiveness it up.
Yeah, he'll just run 100 miles an hour and stick his arm out. He's doing a good job of getting Max over. He's like, damn, this guy's strong.
Yeah.
What do I do?
Can you grab me a green tea out of the fridge, please?
Oh, go fuck yourself.
The other thing that they never do.
That's my stock response to
Top shelf.
The other thing they never do is, and it goes in with the ranking thing, they never put shit over like an actual match. Like, you never hear things like, this guy's stronger than Luger, but, he's going to blow himself up. He's big and he's wasting all this energy. And the longer the match goes, the blah, blah, blah.
Which, in the main event, they do that with Sting and Steiner a little bit. But, yeah, they don't do it enough. Talk about strategies and different body types and different skill sets and attributes and whatnot.
Ground on my feet. Did you hear that Dave Chappelle's hosting SNL Saturday?
Saw that. I kind of want to watch it. Like,
random thought, but
I haven't watched Saturday Night Live in probably 10
I always
years.
record it, but I usually fast forward through all of it because I can't stand it.
Not funny. Not
exactly. That's what I do.
not
Like
funny.
this, I hope every skit's going to be the good one. But actually, the one with Tom Hanks a week or two ago, with he did a skit as.
Oh, you missed it.
What, the clothesline?
Luger ran with his arm.
Yeah.
Oh. Look up David S. Pumpkins.
Oh, I saw that.
Okay, that's hilarious.
Where it's like,
it's
really
supposed
to be all scary, but it's like...
It's just like two techno dancers and Tom Hanks wearing a black and pumpkin tuxedo.
David S. Pumpkins.
That was probably the funniest skit I've seen in a while.
So, on this Nitro, we've had 2 title matches in a row. You had a world title match and a TV title match.
So there's... Obviously, the U.S. title has been buried for months, so they're not going to do that.
Who the hell's even the... Oh, Conan. It's like I had to think about it.
He's been the champ for a while, but nobody cares. He's not even ever on Nitro anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he's been defending on Saturday night or...
Maybe. He's been in Mexico.
If he's been wrestling in Mexico.
Heavyweight champ.
He's the Mexican champion.
But in Mexico, do they call it the world champ, or is he the Mexican champ in Mexico?
They call the U.S. title in the U.S.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. Why the fuck would any of us know that?
So this Max guy has three movements. And one of them is to pace slowly across the ring.
I was going to say one of them is to plod.
Lumber. He's very lumbering. He's gassed out already. Yeah. He's just fucking tired.
He's so generic in his facial expressions. And
I mean, he's massive. That's why he has a job. Is he still alive? Yep. He was a former bodybuilder from Texas, 6'4", 330. I think he started wrestling in 92. His...
He was in a tag team with Buddy Lee Parker in 93.
Sweet.
So what you're telling me is that at this point his best days are behind him?
Probably.
Super.
Luger should destroy this asshole. He's giving this guy way too much offense. Because he's a turd.
Have him wrestle Horseshoe for the worldwide title.
Knew Bill Irwin was, right?
Steve Irwin's brother. Oh,
the Goon.
The Goon.
Yeah. We're talking about bad WWF gimmicks.
The Giant Warrior.
The only difference between a good and a bad gimmick are how big of a push they get.
True.
Tatanka is a god-awful gimmick.
Yeah. And he got over for a while. Fucking put this asshole in the rack, for God's sakes.
Yeah, no shit.
There you go. There's the steel plate forearm move.
I don't know.
Oh, look, people are doing the sign for the rack.
Yes.
This move's over. Look at that guy in the striped shirt. He's fucking going nuts. That move does become incredibly over.
Yeah.
Man,
he kind of went through with that one.
Yeah, well, fucking Max has 60 pounds on him, I bet.
Hey, he's got a maximum amount of muscle. I mean,
yeah, maximum.
Oh, God
he's a max.
With 9 X's.
Here we go. I like this. It actually look at the people. He can't get him up, and then he fucking just people go nuts when he gets him up in it. He just muscled him up there. And Luger sells it as, fuck, I'm exhausted. That took everything I had to get him up there.
Yeah, he sent a message to the Giant. I can barely beat this worldwide jobber. I'm coming for you.
Coming for you.
Yeah, because 300 pounds and 600 pounds are practically the same thing.
So we get Mean Gene and the total package, baby. Holy shit, what is all that?
This is Lex Luger's career.
Oh, gotcha.
The amount of
matches per month.
Or matches or something per month, yeah.
Gotcha. You're cutting a promo on the Giant. I'm glad they brought that up. Mm-hmm. I'm glad that they bring up that Luger just kind of got handed a title shot. Because that is horse shit. I want to see DDP fucking win the goddamn title. Then got chokeslammed through a table.
Mean Gene.
Hey, we get to see this again. Flair's like, not my table.
I like how Mean Gene to his face is like, this is one of the most awesome things we've ever seen.
Yeah, it's like, it was awesome seeing you get crippled. Yeah, that is pretty funny.
The Giant put his other hand up to slow him down.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. The crowd
This is a good Luger. This is a good point by Luger.
He's like, he wasn't trying to beat me.
He wasn't trying to win a match. He was just trying to end my career.
Yep. Now it's personal. Look at the guy in the top right just mugging over the camera.
And look at the guy just over Luger's right shoulder with just a blank stare.
Oh my God. He's like, what the fuck am I watching? That guy's like, Wu-Tang! This is a good crowd. This is a fun crowd. I like the hard camera.
That horseshoe dude, man.
I think that's actually horse, just from the haircut.
Maybe we could go to Macon and record an episode.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Oh boy. We get Hardwork Bobby Walker and Brad Armstrong. Did you notice how the graphics from the diamond plate steel cut into Brad Armstrong's face?
Yes.
Like it wasn't put on there properly.
Yeah.
There was like a cutout.
Well, their Apple II computer can only do so much.
Yeah. Bobby Walker gets a 3.5 total out of 10 total rating on CageMatch.com as a wrestler. So if you listen to Hardwork Bobby Walker's theme, it is a direct ripoff of Eye of the Tiger.
Yes.
Oh, is it?
You listen to it, it's like a sped up version of it.
There is no wrestler coming up under horseshoe.
It's because
HORSHU.
Yeah, it's
spell it one more time.
HORSHU.
Horseshoe. SHU, not EW, you fucking charlatan.
Oh, there he is.
There he is, yeah, shocking.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, that was Luther Reigns. I forgot that he was horseshoe. He actually had a career in the Fed.
Yeah. Every year for work, you can dress up for Halloween. The jacket made me think. Next year, I'm going to dress up as Rex.
Brad Armstrong.
I'm going to dress up as Rex of Rex Wando fame.
If that was horseshoe, it makes Saturday night was taped the same night as this.
Okay.
Oh, yep.
Horseshoe made his debut this night.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, that's him. That would make total sense.
Those are all power
no.
plant guys then.
That doesn't make sense because I was in Chattanooga.
And it was 97.
Oh, 97.
96.
You're
it's
right.
a year from now.
Okay, I'm totally wrong.
So, Brad Armstrong's music is sort of my version of Luger's music. I think he has really awesome music. Just don't get to hear it enough. So, interesting point with Hardwork Bobby Walker. He's currently in a lawsuit with
Time Warner?
Yes.
I was just guessing. But
basically saying, or he's suing Eric Bischoff or something like that.
Everyone is.
Where
I'm suing Eric Bischoff.
Basically said he wasn't pushed the same way as other people because he's black.
Okay. All right.
Now, watch him in the ring, and I would argue, like, are we supposed to push this kid like he's Hulk Hogan? Because as we watch this match, he's sloppier than fuck.
Well, in that case, yes, you push him like Hogan.
Which he's in there with Brad Armstrong, who's a veteran and can carry him through a match.
Brad Armstrong made his debut in November of '81.
Yeah, he's a solid worker. He's been around a long time, which is why you put him in here with a guy who's green like this.
15 years at this point for him.
I was like Brad Armstrong. He was pretty over like in 91, 92 WCW. That was probably the height of his career.
He was wrestling in Japan in 90 at this time.
Like
actually.
He was supposed to land on his feet, then he about falls off the fucking rope. Then he over Christ. This match is botchalicious.
Yeah, Brad Armstrong goes to Japan right after this. By this time next month, he's in Japan.
Nice. So yeah, he's not around much longer. There you go. They're touting Rey Mysterio at Great American Bash because he wrestles Malenko for the title. Come on, Bobby, work harder. You're not working hard enough. Like, that's his gimmick, is that he worked hard at the power plant.
I like the they do career highlights on here.
Right.
For each wrestler. And The career highlights for Bobby Walker.
Oh no.
Are when it loads up here.
We are on a
so his career
mode.
Highlights are beginning of active in-ring career, and then the second highlight, end of active
he
in-ring
has
career.
no career highlights. Wow.
He made it from 89 to 2000 with no highlights for his career.
I mean, he's just so generic, and he's not good in the ring. So, like, you can be generic, like, from a look standpoint, if you're Dean Malenko.
I'd say he got his job because his uncle is Thunderbolt Patterson.
And who is that?
You don't know if he's a old school guy from like the WWF days.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that might have helped him get a job. This head scissor spot has been going on for too goddamn long.
Clay, who's the other...
And back in a head scissors. Jesus Christ.
Who's the other WCW Saturday Night guy with really good music? There's someone else.
Jerry Flynn.
Jerry Flynn, thank you.
Jerry Flynn is, we will see here, he'll show up here in a little bit. Jerry Flynn has the best music for the worst wrestler in the history of wrestling.
He has also got the best Turner Tron. It's as he walks to the ring, it's a video package of him walking to the ring.
Yeah, I remember we watched that a while back. It's like, holy shit. He's not even doing anything. Because he feuds with like Glacier and all, because it's like the martial arts.
Yeah, it's martial arts gimmicks.
Yeah, this match, let's see, is he going to fucking fall over again? Yep, pretty much. God, he fell off the fucking top rope again.
So this match takes place after a world title match.
Yes. His shoulder wasn't on the mat.
After Ric Flair, after Arn Anderson.
Bobby Walker about fell off the top rope on 2 separate occasions in this match. I'm glad it's over.
So I didn't know that Glacier existed before Glacier. He was Ray Lloyd.
Yep.
Yeah.
He wrestled in 89. He fought the Great Muta in 89.
And got destroyed in 2 minutes.
Him and Bucky Sigler
wrestled the Skyscrapers.
Varsity
and
Club.
And the Freebirds.
And the Freebirds, yeah.
So, yeah.
I just thought he was a kind of a power plant guy or something.
No. He's just an old jobber that they turned into Sub-Zero, pretty much.
Yeah.
Wonder what we haven't got our Blood Runs Cold promo for the week. That's probably coming up.
So Glacier, he was on several pros and a worldwide before he was on Nitro.
Right. He doesn't make his Nitro debut till when is that? September.
September 16th. Yeah.
So mark your calendars.
Yeah.
That's only 4 months away from now, and we're going to run promos every week until he fucking shows up. So who we got?
This could be a good match.
We got Regal. Hell yes.
And Ask Jeeves.
He's the man. Not Jeeves, Regal. Regal's like, I'm in Georgia. I'm frightened.
Yeah.
He's awesome. He's just fucking awesome. And he has enormous sleeves. Jesus Christ, look at that. Looks like a pillowcase.
Hey, it's Grant's grandpa.
Yeah. Or my VFW hat.
Oh, man.
Got this hat in Korea. Hey, fun boys, get that room, y'all. That's what I think of every time Alex Wright comes out. It's The Simpsons.
So do I.
With that guy at the end of
the Hellfish episode.
What's the name? It's like Ramblin' Abe Simpson and his something grand. It's like the longest title ever.
Yeah.
In the Legend of the Fighting Hellfish. I don't want to be around when people explode either.
Yeah, spontaneous human combustion is no laughing matter.
Or ejaculation.
Oh, goodness.
Hey, fun boy.
It's like Alex Wright and Fit Finley.
I love that. I love fucking Regal doing the bicep thing. God, that's awesome.
Alex Wright and Fit Finley both came from the same German promotion. that you would pronounce the Catch Wrestling Association, but they were located in Groß-Steinmark-Auschwitz.
Man, that sounds
Germany.
like you knew what you were saying, but you just offended people.
Yeah. Ooh, the Germans are mad at me. Ooh, not the Germans. That's 2 Simpsons references.
Yeah, it is.
Shaquille.
Come on, Regal. Fuck him up. Yeah, this website is very intensive.
I don't know how these people compiled all this information.
Because they have less of a life than us?
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Regal came from All-Star Wrestling from Liverpool, England.
Yep. He is billed from Blackpool, England, which is the coolest name for a town.
Yeah. Which All-Star Wrestling is still active
Still
today.
going. Cool.
They're big-time wrestling now.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Oh, yeah, big-time. Yeah. Heard of it for sure.
That's not the organization that Cornette and JR and those guys just went over?
No, that's WCPW.
Oh, yeah.
Pop culture guys who are doing a hell of a job, by the way, because we were discussing before it started, we were watching one of their last pay-per-views. They're basically us with crowdfunding.
Yeah.
Like they have a lot of good ideas for booking. Not to fucking stroke myself off and say I'm a goddamn genius, but I agree with a lot of the shit they do. The Hellraisers, do you know who Power Warrior was? That's Kensuke Sasaki.
Oh, okay.
Because that was their tag team when Animal was out with his back injury.
Hawk is called Hawk Warrior.
Hawk Warrior.
Hawk Warrior. Haka Warrior Dada.
And you've offended
I did it again.
done it again. Damn racism came out. Gone concern it. Jesus Christ. Hey, there it is. All right, let's fucking talk about something else. God almighty. Fuck.
Let's talk about Rocky Mountain
My
Wrestling.
great-grandpa fought in World War II, and that's where I get it from, because he had no filter.
Don't judge us. We mean it, and we're just fucking
We
around.
honestly don't mean it in a racist way. That's
We're
just how it
we're
comes
I
out.
have nothing to do with any of
We're
this.
just idiots. Oh my Christ.
Oh jeez.
Have you guys been following
We're
Rocky
a
Mountain Wrestling?
non-profit organization. We cannot be sued for any of this.
So what'd you say?
Rocky Mountain Wrestling?
That's Vince Russo's new thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not watching any of that.
That had shows already?
Jim Cornette mentions it in his recent podcast, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, I listened to that. It's
Apparently, they're on the Hunt channel.
Yep.
The Hunt, that's like an outdoor channel type
And Jim
thing?
Cornette describes it as some channel where they kill defenseless
dedicated to the
animals
killing of defenseless animals.
Rocky Mountain. Maybe they don't have a...
They don't have it on here yet. Rocky Mountain Wrestling. I don't think it's even happened yet.
Old
It's
frickin'
no. It's russobrand.com.
russobrand.com.
And I apologize for giving that a fucking plug.
Ah, Christ.
On our podcast. You can bleep that shit out if you want to.
I don't know.
Old Vinny Roo. Vinny Roo.
What a motherfucker.
Just a...
He was called Vicious Vince in his early radio days.
I really, I get why Cornette hates him with a passion. I really do. I just can't imagine hating somebody that much. Because that shit...
He has said... He said on several occasions that he wishes death upon him.
Yeah,
Did you see that fucking suplex?
Yeah, that was nice.
Anyhow.
Yeah, we should be talking more about this match because it's regal. I mean,
Alex, it's like we said, it's one of those matches that's so good. What do you say?
I mean,
this is great.
Alex Wright's no slouch either, but Regal's just the man.
Too bad Alex Wright's not Berlin yet, or this would have been over.
Right.
Just shit talking the ref, telling him, I know what the rules are. One thing I like about Regal, he always uses an open hand.
I like how Regal's trunks have a drawstring and he doesn't use them.
Gotta keep hiking these up here. Yeah, he's awesome.
So I was thinking our last podcast where me and Zach fall asleep. I think that's good symbolism.
Yeah, you'll see here in a couple weeks. In the next few episodes, we're gonna have. Well, shit, this will be on after that. Ooh, time travel. All right,
don't give away our secret.
Yeah, I fucking sold it the way it's gonna be.
So, we apologize for a couple weeks ago when we were falling the fuck asleep.
Nitro was just that bad.
Oh, we almost missed it.
I wish there was like a camera set up just because I can just imagine what me and you looked like on each side of Clay.
I was struggling too, but I kept a little.
Oh, I was totally aware that I was falling asleep, but I could not help it.
I had no idea. Like, we were making fun of Zach falling asleep, and the next thing I knew, I was waking up.
No, I had to like yell at you. That was at the tail end of a 6-hour recording session.
Oh, God.
And yikes. Like 6 hours of pro wrestling, I don't care how good it is, it's too much.
It was like SummerSlam.
It's too goddamn much. Yeah, 2016 SummerSlam, for example, was 4 goddamn fucking soul-crushing
5 hours.
And like, it wasn't a bad show, but fuck.
I feel like us falling asleep put a good stamp on the last Nitro of that era.
Yeah. It was the last 1 hour
the 1 hour
Nitro.
Nitros, the last
thing.
Whoa, what is Regal doing? He just sort of ran around. I don't really understand.
I think they're a little bit lost now.
Yeah. So I'm just going to kick him in the face as hard as I can. Regal kind of looks a little blown up or something. I don't know. He's moving
kind of
high.
Night,
This gets 10 minutes, yeah. Hell, Flair and Arn got did that match seem 13 minutes long?
Not at all.
No, not at all. The freaking Bobby Walker Brad Armstrong match, fucking, as Cornette would say, I had a birthday watching that thing. My other favorite Cornette-ism is slicker than cum on a gold tooth.
Yeah.
Like, I spit coffee out listening to his podcast.
Cornette has a saying, a euphemism for everything.
Damn near everything.
What's the one there? There were so few smart fans in those days that you could shove them up a flea's ass and it'd still rattle around like something.
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah. That effect.
That sounds like Terry Funk. Fleas off my dog's ass. Dog. God damn it, Stu.
Yeah.
All right. So,
my boy.
Regal gets the win with a roll up after Alex Wright hit his head off the mat trying to do a monkey flip.
Hey, we need to make a plan that if JR ever does any of his stand-up shows that he does,
we got to
go to that.
Yeah,
if it's like in St. Louis or
that
something.
That would be entertaining.
Yeah. It'd just be him doing impersonations.
Like, just do 2 hours of Terry Funk.
Like if it was like a one-man show and he has like costumes and stuff.
Hand puppets. He needs hand puppets. Brought to you by PlayStation.
Wow, there you go. The PlayStation. Grant, would you tell the people what you named Mortal Kombat 4 for the PlayStation 1 when you were playing it at my house?
Oh, I don't even remember. It wasn't pleasant.
No, it wasn't flattering. I go, "Hey Grant, what are you playing?" And you go, "I don't know. I think it's called Turd Burgle 9000."
Oh.
And why I find that so goddamn funny, I have no idea.
That game was terrible.
Okay, Regal's got a promo. Shut up. That's a literature reference.
Yeah, it is.
That's actually kind of awesome. See, he's racist against the Germans, so we can offend them.
It's still okay in England to be like that. You had a nosebleed there, or just shadow?
It's nosebleed.
Who?
He's talking about putting the Belfast Bruiser out.
Oh.
Regal's kind of calling out Scott Hall there.
They should have just had Regal just fucking shoot on him and squash the whole thing.
I like how Regal, that's a British term that we really don't get over here, is the term hard man.
Man.
You know, you get Savage walking around here like he's some type of hard man. Very different connotation in the States.
You need to start using that now.
which kind of full circle. You remember the thing on WrestleCrap that was Razor Ramon hard gay? It's like the Japanese guy in leather shorts and shit.
Yeah,
who was called Razor Ramon, but it was a totally different thing.
Regal gets a little bit of a push over the next little bit, and
it's
good.
He's gonna work a program with Sting. He just called out Sting, basically offering a challenge. So, hey, that's good. That's good for your career. Just call out the top babyface and call him a piece of shit.
No, it's good. He's good on the mic. That's a good gimmick.
The future Big Papa versus Sting in a singles match.
The
future owner of a Shoney's versus Sting.
Steiner's career is just interesting how it works out.
Future owner of a Shoney's versus Born Again Christian.
Yep.
Yeah. Versus Hall of Famer.
I'm surprised the Steiners aren't in the Hall of Fame.
They will be. There's no doubt about it. They got.
And in which
where
case,
are they from?
Michigan.
Next time WrestleMania is in Michigan. I'm calling.
Are they Grand Rapids?
Something. I don't know. All I know is that Rob Van Dam's from Cedar Rapids and Dan Severn's from Battle Creek.
No, Dan Severn's from Coldwater.
Coldwater, sorry. Rob Van Dam's from Battle Creek.
Dude, Dan Severn's gonna fuck you up.
We need more Dan Severn in WCW.
Yeah.
It's a shame it's a shame he never shows up.
Yeah.
He would have fit better here than he did in the Fed when he went there.
No, and when he would have shown up here, he would have shown up with the NWA title, which would have made sense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, not to cut you off, but Sting does the best thing of the whole episode here. He's like, I'm going to eat some of Ric Flair's grapes.
Yeah.
He's the only one that could get away with doing that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's, he probably told Flair, he's like, hey, here's what I'm going to do. There's little Zach.
Yeah.
Little shit turd kid Zach.
I had that haircut in the 80s.
So we get Sting versus Scott Steiner, sort of a babyface versus babyface match. These are always interesting to see how they work it. Kind of got the same color scheme. They're both black and green.
Yeah.
A little handshake. That's good touch. Handshake before the match. They're, nice fair contest gonna happen. God, Steiner he looks bigger than he did a few months ago.
Yeah,
he's starting
to pump up,
jacked.
There was a kid in the crowd, and it's way too late. Maybe we'll see him again. But there was a kid in the crowd that looked just like Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys.
Bubbles. It's raining horsecocks out here. Love Bubbles. Thanks, Heenan. That's actually pretty funny. He's like, you gotta remember, one half of the Steiner brothers, and they're both half-wits, so he's only using half a brain right now.
Oh, hey, speaking of, it's Canadian. Have either one of you guys seen Under Arrest? It's on Netflix.
I have not.
Never heard of it.
Oh, my good. It's basically cops from the mid-'90s in Canada.
Oh, God.
I have a hard time watching anything to do with law enforcement on TV.
No. You'll like this. It's hilarious because everyone's so polite.
Is it meant to be funny?
It's like,
no, it's
not
just
meant
Canadian cops, but they're super polite.
It's like, you're smoking a little reefer there, eh? Oh, yeah.
Okay,
bring
friend,
on down the jail, okay? All right,
you've assaulted an officer. You're a little drunk. We're going to take you to your brother's second cousin's house to sleep it off.
That sounds like a jolly fun idea. Okay,
it's amazing.
Oh, Jesus, he about killed him with that. Wow. And we've offended the Canadians now.
Hey, friend.
Anybody else we've got the Germans, the Japanese, and the Canadians. Let's just go fucking trifecta and piss off the Polish or something. Christ. This is a pretty damn physical match. Steiner's bumping for him.
Oh, God. Yeah, they censor on that show. They censor the mooses, like their faces. If there's a moose, they censor the face. Yeah.
Why?
Respect.
I guess.
Steiner just wrestled as recently as May.
No shit.
In the Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling.
Or Macau. So, we're going to get a double underhook something.
I love double underhook anythings.
Pump handles. Pump handle variations of moves. I was getting serious. He's taking his scrunchie out.
I want to see a pump handle sleeper.
Like, the whole deal with the pump handle slam is that it just fucking hurts your nutsack.
Yeah, it does.
Like, that's why it's effective.
I was curious what happened with that only in there.
Remember when Steiner started using the Steiner screwdriver?
Yeah,
which was incredibly dangerous.
Yeah.
And it just like fucking paralyzed people. For some reason I had in my mind he was going to do like a fucking plancha. It's like, oh yeah, double axe handle, that makes sense. Got excited because he's going up top.
Man, I just want Steiner to go heel and start shit-talking the crowd.
Oh my God.
He's so good at it.
I just remember his feud with Samoa Joe in TNA, where he was off the fucking rails.
It was amazing. He's a really good heel.
Totally off the rails.
Like, he is the most believable, like, crazy heel ever.
Yeah. He's like, I'm just here to fuck people up.
Yeah.
Oh! God damn, Sting has landed some hard shots in this match.
It's part of it, like those, that's Steiner taking it hard.
Yeah, I mean, he's just running in there and bumping for him. Uh-oh. Dude, this is a pretty physical match.
Yeah.
Like, they're going at it. Yeah, my favorite thing in, like, 2006 was Scott Steiner calling Samoa Joe out. You're not a real Samoan. Your mom's white or whatever the fuck it was, and he called him a half-breed in a promo. It's like, oh, Jeezer. So something that happens here that pisses me off, Bischoff gets all butthurt because Steiner isn't applying an STF properly.
Yeah.
As Bischoff would know.
It's bullshit. It's like, shut the fuck up. It's what he needs to do. Fuck you.
Get in there and show him.
Get in there and fucking critique him then, you ass. Quit trying to act so goddamn smart. Just call the fucking match.
Yeah. That's my other problem with Bischoff, is that they blur the fucking lines between Bischoff really being someone in the back and being just an announcer.
Right. Whoa, cross arm breaker. You can't call it an armbar in pro wrestling. It's a cross arm breaker.
Okay. At least he knows how to fuck. At least he knows how to fucking do it.
He got it on better than old Pitbull Pittman there earlier in the show.
Little bit of space there between the bodies.
Yeah, well, you can't do it for real because that's a real thing.
That's true.
He's pinning him. He's pinning him, ref. The fucking shoulders are down. Jesus Christ, Nick Patrick. Oh, man. 2-hour shows, huh? This is different.
Yeah.
Oh, Steiner kind of stumbled a little bit there.
The crowd is not in this right now.
Yeah, I really don't know why. It's because Luger's not out here, I guess. I don't know. It's the 2-hour show, though. They've been here a long time. Yeah, they're probably tired.
They shot their wad.
Oh, I think that's our first ever Scorpion Death Drop.
You sure?
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever used that before. On Nitro, at least.
We've discussed having not seen it before.
Because
Striped shirt guy's marking out.
Here it's just a transitional move. It's not his finisher yet.
Stinger splash.
That probably means there'll be outside interference later. Oh, yeah. Dragon suplex?
I say you can tell the future, Clay.
He's fucking full Nelson. What the hell else is he gonna do?
No, not that. The outside interference.
Oh. Yeah, shocking. Luger. Can we trust him? Like, Bishop, that's the other thing that pisses me off about Bischoff. Like, you just fucking gave that shit away.
Mm-hmm.
I love he even shit talks how stupid the Steiners are.
What about Steiner's in his trunks, even though he had no mask?
And the hat is gold.
You never know when you might have to throw down.
That's how he walks down the street.
You know what? And here's my
hat has the opposite effect of the Ultimate Warrior.
Here's my kayfabe reason for why. Oh shit! What are we doing here? Samoan drop off the top. Damn. Here's my reason for why, like, Steiner and Duggan are always in their wrestling gear. Because remember when occasionally we have to have a standby match?
Gotcha.
Maybe they just don't know if a match gets thrown out or something. They may have to go wrestle.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Those are the things I think about.
Always bring your ring gear.
I know I do.
Call him for the Frankensteiner. Sting holds the ropes. Deathlock.
I like the Frankensteiner enough. I wish he would have.
Yeah, it was the same way. Yeah.
Immediately into the ropes.
Because you turned him the wrong way, you dick.
Yeah, I should have went the other way with that. He's tired. He didn't know where he was at in the ring. He's disoriented.
He doesn't practice both sides.
Suplexed for 10 minutes. We gonna get the Steiner screwdriver? No. Oh shit! That requires some core strength. Tombstone. Sting's busting out some different moves tonight. He's playing around with a little different moveset. Tell you what, it's really a shame that Sting doesn't wrestle for a year. You can really tell that, like, he lost a year of his prime, basically, for that angle.
It worked for the angle, but yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame, because he's really good in the ring here.
You know why he's using different moves, right?
Why is that?
Because he's only wrestling one guy.
Oh, he's not in a tag match.
And when you fight one guy, you use different moves.
Ha ha ha. Anybody want a peanut? Nice. Oh, okay. Stinger saved it. Oh. He's like, fuck, I better grab this rope or we're both dead. Oh, Luger has interfered. Ah, Jesus. He's an insurance policy, much as like the Yeti was an insurance policy.
No limits, America.
I like how Rick doesn't jump him. Rick's just like, hey, now, that wasn't very nice.
Like, fuck you, get off of him. Now I'm going to punch you. Well, this match is getting thrown out. Like, how has this not gotten thrown out already? Like, Luger put his hands on Scott. Now it's
it was outside the ring.
That shouldn't matter.
The
match is still going on.
The rules are very flexible.
This isn't what we wanted, even though I booked it this way, because I'm fucking Eric Bischoff. And we get the Job Squad coming out here to break it up. Okay, so we got Bobby Walker's at Chavo, Craig Pittman, Bagwell, Riggs.
Jesus, look at how tiny Chavo looks.
Steve Dahl.
Is that Chavo already at this point?
I think that's Chavo Guerrero, yeah. I think the guy in the black guy in the black shirt, I think that is Hard Body Harrison. I don't know who the short blonde hair is. That's the only guy in there I don't know who it is.
It's the clone of Jeff Jarrett.
It almost looked like Jeff Jarrett with short hair, but I don't think it is.
No.
I think that guy's Hard Body Harrison, I think. Can't really tell from here.
Somebody? Oh, there's Hard Work over there.
Hard Work, no, different. So that was the main event. We get a pull apart with fucking 18 jobbers thrown in the mix. And incessant bell ringing. Yeah, I get what you're saying about them they could have booked this so much better with the invaders.
Yeah.
Like, why is he still there? Has he been hanging out in the back the whole time? What the fuck? Does he have a dressing room? That's what makes it seem fake.
So I like the way that Bischoff kind of sells it here or kind of approaches it. They just don't stick with it. Bischoff's kind of acting like Razor Ramon's working for the company, but he went off script.
Yeah,
and I kind of like that.
Sense.
Like, they should have brought him back as the Diamond Stud, and then he goes fucking rogue. And it's like, oh, God, we just booked
It's It's like the angle is they signed him, like knowingly signed him, but he actually was working for Vince.
Yeah,
exactly. You know? Like, we booked other guys. Holy shit!
What he can do, they book him as the Diamond Stud. He makes his entrance. He comes out, and then he pulls a Dustin Rhodes when they gave him the 7 gimmick, and it's just like this is all fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
had they gone that route, I wouldn't be upset. But they're not committing to anything really.
Which later on, Bischoff will have to come out and say he's not working for WWF because they're going to sue our ass because we're. Man, there's a lot of oil in that hair.
Yeah.
I'm excited for when Scott Hall drops the fake Cuban accent.
Say if it wouldn't have been as big of a deal about gimmick stealing if he didn't use the accent.
Yeah, and that doesn't last for pretty much the same time. Like at Great American Bash, he's not using it anymore. He's not doing the razor.
Not nearly as much, no.
No, because that was part of it that it's too close to his WWF gimmick.
I really do like the Kevin Sullivan explanation talking to the attorneys when he gets called in with Scott Hall. Like that. That's amusing.
Mm-hmm.
What'd he say?
He was getting like cross-examined, and they're trying to pin him for not using Scott Hall's real name. And he said, he basically makes the attorneys look stupid. I don't remember exactly what it is, but.
So that's it. We go off the air with they still never mention his name on the show. No. He's just unnamed invader from another company, but everybody knows who he is. Mm-hmm. So we go off the air. Scott Hall's thrown down a challenge. He wants 3 of the best WCW has, and he's going to get 2 other guys. We'll find out who those are in the coming weeks. Mm. So pretty important Nitro. From an in-ring standpoint, main event was okay with Sting and Steiner. Regal match was good. Flair and Arn, American Males, was pretty good. Hardwork Bobby Walker, Jesus H. Christ. The Mauler, that match served its purpose as just being a means to an end. So, pretty important stuff.
The heavyweight title match was awful.
Yeah, it wasn't very good, but you didn't really expect much from that. So, tell us what you think down below. Like, comment, subscribe. Check us out on Twitter at Nitro Party Jobber with 1B. Late to the Nitro Party on Twitter. We occasionally post amusing, snarky comments on there. And make sure you comment. Let us know how bad we suck and what we could do better. And tell us to go kill ourselves and all that the things that people do on the internet. So, anything else from anybody?
No, I don't think so.
No. Got it? Yeah, Grant, any parting shots?
No, I think I've taken enough. There will be many more to come in the following weeks.
And just remember, the moon landing was fake. Good night, everybody.